Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our investigation. So it's probably, I don't know if it's the worst kept secret or if it's a really good kept secret, but so we're
I think it's a great kept secret.
we've managed to go live on location. Let us know if you can hear us properly because the camera's a little bit further away. I reckon that if you're watching or you're seeing here and you've been here before, you might know where it is. But did you put a picture on?
Yeah.
Lee might have given it away a lot earlier than what
Definitely
we
give
thought.
it
Actually,
away.
Do you recognise this cat?
yes, it hasn't got a collar or a name on it, but it's it's a religious cat. But joking aside, guys, welcome along to our live investigation. We are at the Ancient Ram Inn in Wotton-under-Edge. Got to be, I would say, the most. It's got to be the most. I want to say most haunted.
It's definitely on the list of people in the UK. Think what's haunted. Ancient Ram Inn's right up there, isn't it?
It's got to be.
Definitely.
And I think it'd be interesting tonight to see who's been to the Ancient Ram Inn. So I'm removing my face mask up and down. Yeah, see who's been to the Ancient Ram Inn. If anyone ever been here before, anyone had any experiences here before. This is our 8th time from a society point of view. We've been here 8 times, but however, we've actually been here probably
I'd say 10. It's got to be.
It's got to be
a couple
10.
more times.
So
Yeah.
some sneaky little ones.
Yeah, we did a Sunday. We did it in 2018, I think it was. We did a Sunday show, a Sunday night here, didn't we? I think it wasn't long after John had passed, so we were able to come along for the very first time and investigate the place empty. Because like for those who have been to the Ancient Ram before, I suppose I'm jumping in and I'm talking like everyone's been there. What?
Had a bang.
Okay, cool.
There's quite a few people.
Cool. Sorry, guys. So who we got on so far? We've got Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Dave. How you doing, mate? Mary. Evening, Mary. We did try to go. We did try to sort of do the Skype thing, but it didn't work. Dave, love to do the Ram, mate. Mate, message us. Come with us. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
God knows why we haven't. Yeah, God knows why you haven't, mate, in fairness. We've got Donna Marie O'Connor. How you doing? Good evening, everyone. So, like I said, we're at the Ancient Ram Inn. And Carla Hammond as well. This is a bit of a different... Nikki James. This is a bit of a different setup for us this evening. Because we are live on location, we're not able to go via Skype. We look like a lot of bandits, don't we, with these round our faces.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, no, as in like we're going to rob people.
Oh, right, yeah.
Highwaymen.
Highwaymen, yes.
That sounds
Which
good.
is quite apt, you know.
It is, that fits in nicely.
So yeah, for those that have been here before, let us know. Let us know if you've investigated before. Let us know what experiences you had. So when we sort of first talked about doing this, we were really just looking at coming along and doing a show. But when we got here, we were like, let's set the equipment up. So literally, we have decked the house out from like. For those that have been here before, it's almost 3 stories. Hi, Rach. Rach says loves it there. Yeah,
Rach.
It's a great venue. It's been a really, really good venue for us. So what we've done is you've almost, for those that have not been here before, you've got the ground floor, and then you've got the second floor, and then you've got the attic. We've literally decked each room with a camera. So we're literally we've got cameras in each rooms. We've got the rocking chair on the table. For those that have not seen it, we'll post that later of the rocking chair moving. But yeah,
it's not quite in shot, but. Yeah,
it isn't in shot, isn't it? It is in shot. The dead cat is fully in shot. It looks like a vivarium there, but actually it's... this here is actually the dead cat that was found by John, the owner, inside the fireplace, touching the fireplace. So, Michael Bates, it's half time. You've got 15 minutes to get activity. Don't let me down. Michael, yes. Sorry, mate. You know us, we'll be able to definitely get it.
Keep us posted on the football scores, Michael.
Yeah, obviously keep us posted. That'd be really, really good. But yeah, this cat here, and when we take a walk around, we'll show you. This is a mummified cat, and John actually found it in the fireplace behind the wall. So they were saying that the Stroud Museum confirmed that it's been dead and placed in the building. It could be 400 to 500 years old, they reckon. Wow. And that was confirmed by the Stroud Museum. And it was a customary place to put a cat inside the walls to warn off evil spirits. But yeah, it's quite interesting. So yeah, we'll put a cat ball in there in a minute and see what we got.
Dave says next time we're up here, let him know, which we will do.
Yeah, maybe some news on that a bit. But So the Ancient Ram Inn is a Grade 2 listed building. So probably most famously known as an inn, the Ram Inn, the pub. But in fairness, it was built in 1145 and it was owned by the church, and it was basically for the masons the masonry guys that were building the church. Yeah. So it was sort of built for them really, and there's a lot of sort of stories with the place and a lot of history of the place. Like the window there is a cross. They reckon it sits on ley lines, so that's why there's a lot of activity from that side of things as well. So and so I guess probably the most famous owner is John Humphreys, and will always be John Humphreys. And I don't know anyone that would have been here. Yeah. Anyone that would have been here, anyone that would have either investigated or at least looked at the history of the place, it's John has sort of played a pivotal part in that history, hasn't he, right the way through. And
he made it his own. He made it a home where before it was just like a pub and a town. And he changed it there to somewhere that you could live. He raised his family here.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, and that's when I think the paranormal side of things started. Like John was fascinating. We had a real good relationship with John, didn't we? And we sort of sat here many a times and sort of spent half the investigation chatting to him and sort of listening to his story. He was fascinating. And for those that have, I suppose this place has been made famous by Most Haunted. So Most Haunted was Ghost Adventures. It was Great British Ghost, and we were actually on that show, Great British Ghost. And I reckon probably the most famous people that have been here is us. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Especially me, anyway.
Especially you, yeah. But obviously a close second with me and Andy.
Yeah, definitely.
Sound like a fud, don't I? But so it would have been made famous by that. So John, if anyone watched the Most Haunted version of it, John used to do this walk around, and we were completely in awe of him. I remember when we first wanted to book the Ancient Ram, trying to get hold of him, trying to number. And it was just like, yeah, book it, you're in the diary. And then you'd always think, so I used to work, in my old job, I used to work in Worcester. So then plenty of times I've sort of dunked through on the way home and come down here and sat with John and made sure we were in the diary and got ourselves all sorted. But if anyone's been there back in that time, the place has changed. Like, even for us here now, it's changed dramatically, hasn't it?
Oh, massively, yeah.
I think anyone that would have been here before...
Massively.
Yeah, I suppose anyone that would have been here before would have been... It was cluttered, wasn't it? It was a home.
It was a home for a very, very long time.
What we got? Pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Detecting a bit of a pressure change, we start talking about John.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like creaking upstairs.
So just to let you know, guys, we are the only people in the building at the moment. There is a caretaker that lives on site but in a caravan alongside, so there's no one else in there. We just had a precious...
I heard that too. That was loud. It was like a sort of...
It's not the rocking chair, is it?
I am brave, but I won't go up there yet. I went to toilet on it.
Just listen a minute. It was like creaking floorboards.
Yeah.
But this is the bit we can't get above, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounded more back that way.
It did. That's right.
Yeah.
Good news. So, like I said, the main aim of tonight was to bring you a live show and just talk about the experiences, but we're already being interrupted, I think. So
yeah, we had some stuff earlier as well.
Yeah.
We were just setting up.
So what did you...
So
what was it you got?
Earlier in the witch's room, the Beaumont room, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Downstairs a cat ball and a chair, and it started going up in Europe there.
Yeah.
I went up to put audio recorders everywhere, and it was sitting there flashing. So I started trying to speak to it, kind of get some response, but it seemed to be flashing kind of regularly. So I thought I'll just reset it, make sure it's not that. Reset it, and there's a K2 on the chair, and as soon as I do that, the K2 starts going off, and it's like a bloop, and then I start calling out saying, "Do you mind if I do this?" Like bloop, and then it was a response every time I was speaking. So I'll leave that room, say thank you very much, and it goes boop, and I'll go into the bishop's room and I'll knock on the door, like you're meant to, before I go in. And I put down an audio recorder and said thank you very much, and the K2 on the other bed goes full. It starts going brrr, and then goes on full red. And I said, okay, I'll come and speak to you later, and then left.
The thing with this house is we've actually struggled today to find sockets to plug the cameras in and stuff. So actually, we know there's not a lot of live wires around or running around. So
that was. I mean, I've been around several times, and nothing's been going up until then, until I start talking to it.
And at that point, me and you were outside taking photos. I was taking photos of the outside of the building to put the
it was strong
photo on.
I literally thought you were live streaming already.
Yeah.
So I thought you were live streaming already.
Luckily, the time that you got your activity and the time I took my last photo, I was
time
outside.
Nice.
And we've set
there's cameras in there,
yeah. You filmed it. I filmed it. We actually
got cameras set up in there, locked off cameras. We've got 2 upstairs. We've got a trap camera in the barn.
Yeah. We've never been so prepared. We sort of got it excitedly at 6, and we sort of went and grabbed some food, and then sort of waited with bated breath until we could get on in. And then but literally from the beginning, I think that we were sort of we were wondering where this house was going to go, because with John here, it was so atmospheric.
There's 2 then. Boom, boom.
3.
If that's you, can you do it again, please? Where's it coming from? Where do you think?
It sounded like there, but then that last one was more over that.
Yeah,
so.
I had over there.
So we're already, Michael, we're already getting activity, mate. So we've never been here with such less people. We've always, it's an expensive venue to book than the sort of general ones that you go and do. So for us, we've always had to have quite a number of people in, haven't we? But actually, tonight we're just the three of us being able to film. We had to be sort of COVID secure. We've done our tests, so you probably see that. I probably can't see on the table. We've done our tests, guys. So we're all negative on those.
And me and you are in a bubble.
And we're in a bubble as well.
Own, so
and we don't want to be within 2 meters of Andy. So
we always stay that far apart.
Yeah, we actually pass stuff with sticks and stuff. We don't get but joking aside, we actually found out we've been doing a lot of research, spoken to our insurance companies and stuff, and because we're allowed to in locations to film, we had to sign the filming forms and so on. But because we were here, because we were filming and we are to film, we couldn't have hosted an event. We couldn't have any more people. But
when you say we've done this in numbers, like our numbers compared to some,
the worst one we ever did, it was 12 or 13 of us, I think.
Yeah, that was hideous.
But even that, if you'd had that then, you'd ignore it.
You'd have to rule it out. Even if there was one other person upstairs, even if they called down and say they're sat down, you still got to rule it out.
Yeah, definitely.
It's such a creepy house.
All right.
I think one of the best nights we had. I think it was definitely when we were here on that Sunday. I think because we had the Kinetic, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I was there for that one.
We had the Kinetic, and then we've done it. I mean, when Simon was with us, it was me, myself, Simon, Mark, Jace, and Mark. We just sat literally all night in the room. Sorry, Mary asked the question, where are we? I was getting to that, wasn't I? So we're actually in what was John's bedroom. So John would have slept here, wouldn't he? So John would have slept here.
This was John's bed.
Yeah.
The same position.
Yeah, same position. So we're in the sort of lounge area. So in front of us behind the camera, is the kitchen area. And then literally, as you wander on through, you've got the bar. So what we're going to do this evening is it probably means nothing to people that haven't been there. So what we would like to do... Are we frozen?
We're still rolling.
Yeah, what we would like to do is we would like to walk you through, and as we walk through, we'll explain the different pieces of equipment we've got. Now, be mindful, guys, that the equipment will go up.
Green flashing over there.
What's that?
It's like an alarm clock.
Yes.
That's not one of mine.
I haven't got anything.
We haven't got
that makes
either.
that sound.
Do you know what I'm going to do in a minute?
What's that green flashing thing?
That's a phone.
Oh, okay.
But
it was something like it was
came
on the table.
from this area.
We don't have an alarm clock, do we?
No.
That wasn't on, was it?
That's not on. No.
Oh, I'll put the torch on. So, guys, what we...
What's that?
It's like a high pitched sort of...
Could have been a seagull, but we're not by the sea, are we?
No.
Yeah, sort of seagullish.
So,
could have been a bird.
Mary's just seen a light go across the screen. Anyone else seen that? But not, there's no... I mean, this is... If there's going to be bugs, there will be bugs. But I didn't see anything.
No.
Weird. It's weird already. I want to go
You're
home.
really jumpy. We just want to go find out what
We're
it is.
so out of touch with doing it. So I
want to go home.
There we go. Donna saw an orb, and so did Zoe. So that's cool, though.
Was that near the time we started hearing the beeping, by any chance?
Maybe.
What was that beeping?
Don't know.
There's nothing here. My laptop doesn't make that sound.
It would sound like an alarm going off, didn't it? But then it stopped itself.
Yeah.
So what we've done, guys, we've decked the whole building out with equipment. We've put cameras on that equipment. So I think in each room we've got the camera, we've got cat balls, we've got K2 meters, and we've done that right the way through. So what we're going to aim to do is to wander through, show you the different rooms, and if we're going to stop there, we can stop there, can't we, and investigate. We're going to wander through. What I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by that alarm, I don't know where it's come from, is we actually have...
What is that?
What was that?
That sounded like the glass creaking open.
The cat.
It's locked.
Did anyone hear that at home? That was it.
Did anyone want to swap me? Andy, come 2 meters away.
No.
Come here.
You're all good.
No way. What was that?
I think it was the cat tapping on the glass.
God, the thing is, right, I'm only not being brave.
Can you keep an eye on the cat for us, please?
There we go. So Donna said the bleeping started, then the orb blew across the screen.
Wow.
What is that bleeping on? There's nothing here. I literally have nothing.
Mary heard it. Mary heard the tapping on the glass.
My voice recorder's not on, which is annoying.
Oh God, mine are two here. Mine are here, and then they're off as well.
It will be on.
Mouse. So jealous about the RAM. Yeah, sorry, Mouse.
Good evening. You're
we
right.
couldn't invite anyone this time, unfortunately. We're here to film, but We may be coming back, so watch this space. But so yeah, so we're going to wander you through the house. I do want to try something before we go off. I think we need to have a conversation about John, because when we
That's a good call.
there was a pressure spike.
What
We're in
about
his bedroom.
doing an EVP bust?
While having a conversation about John.
Yeah.
Should we? I'm a bit scared.
Do you want to do yours?
Obviously not. I'm not scared. I've been brave today. For people that know me, I've even been upstairs to the toilet on my own.
He doesn't usually do that.
No. No. I don't normally do that. I did invite people, but no one wanted to come with me, so...
We were good, thanks.
No, we're good. We don't want to see that.
No, nobody wants to see that.
So, I reckon we'll start talking about it, and then I'll ask some questions. Because actually, we were going to talk about our favourite experiences here, but actually we can talk as we go through, I think, to the rooms.
When we're in the right area.
I think so. John.
What's
Don't know,
Poor guy.
Michelle Hilton, how you doing? Yeah, John, I miss John. I
Michelle?
do miss him, and it sounds really strange, but you know, we go to many venues where you just come and go places, and you just, you know, you're either not being met by someone, and you just get let in, and then
It's strange to go to a venue and meet and see the person that lives there and loves the place.
Well, we still have the video, don't we? That's what I was going. See, I've chopped and changed all over the place. When we the very first visit here, we said to John, "Would you mind showing us round?" And he did the exact walk around he did for Ghost Adventures. He had the crook, didn't he? And anyone have not seen the Ghost Adventures here? It was a really strange episode. But what John used to do is show them round. And John was just such a showman, and he loved the Ram. And
he made it, didn't he? He was brilliant.
It was really, really strange. But then John went up to the door and he knocked three. John always believed that the bishop's room upstairs, you would always need to introduce yourself and knock 3 times on the door.
I always do that myself still.
Yeah. So I mean, and for him to do it for us, but it was really strange. But actually, do you know what? That was probably one of our favourite pieces of activity here, because we were walking around. I think me, Mark Dunn, Nick, you, Simon. I'm not sure who else was with us. But as we were walking up there, we walk across the landing. So John's gone ahead of himself and grabbed the crook, and the door is closed, and he's explaining that he asked the bishop to go through the door and always get the permission. And he said that when you open the door, you see loads of orbs, but it was quite dusty, so you probably would see orbs if you swung the door open quickly. But as we walked through, I stepped forward, and all you hear is meow. And I went, "Oh, John," I think I said, "I've just trod on your cat." Yeah.
That's your cat.
So I said, "I think it's just on your cat," and he went, "I haven't got a cat." And we've listened back to the audio.
We almost all moved, didn't we?
Yeah.
We thought a cat
was a cat.
Yeah.
But actually, if you Google "cat the ancient ram," one of the Google photos that come up is a cat in the window. It's like a cat's face, but it looks like a bigger cat, but it's a cat's face in the window, like looking out. But
there's a cat kind of permanently in the window.
Is there? There we go. But yeah, so it sort of coincided with a real good piece of activity. So wondered if John's knocking around. Might be worth asking him. Yeah, do you know what, David? We were about to say, so we were invited back here after John passed. We were really keen to try and get in and almost see what. That was like a high pitched noise then. So sorry, I'll carry on. So we were keen to get in and sort of see whether the activity had left with John, and so we did a lot of activity and we did a lot of calling out, didn't we? And then we went into the bar area, and I believe we've caught a voice or caught his voice. It sounds, if anyone knows John,
it is John's voice, 100%.
Now you know where we are. We've tried to keep all the footage and stuff like that off of sort of social media, but now you know we're aiming to sort of come back here and do a full live show on a Saturday evening, so you guys can. You haven't got work in the morning, and it's a bit more convenient if it does go into the wee hours. But we believe we captured John's voice actually. So Mary says she might have seen another orb as well. So I was moving around and flattening around a little bit, but yeah, keep an eye on that as well. So
when we go on a walk round, what I would do, because this, oh no, I can't. I was going to say position the camera, but we haven't got a camera set up on that. The rocking chair.
Oh, yeah.
Ignore me.
I've got one filming the rocking chair, but it's not something they film.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
cool.
It's covered then. Yeah, that's fine. Carry on, sorry.
Yeah, so John, like I said, John was a pivotal character here, and I think one that would be sorely missed. And even the boy, even Zach from Ghost Adventures, they loved him, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they always refer back to him on his shows, and when they talk about the haunted places and their visits they've done. Right, that was that again, wasn't it?
It was definitely that again.
What is that? Because there's no heating pipes in there, is there?
No.
It's all electric heaters, so there's no.
To me, it sounds almost like it's coming from further up.
So there's no central heating in this building.
No.
So that rules out water.
The cat's creepy as well.
I doubt there'd be any water.
Well, as creepy as that dummy with the...
I know, do you know what? I looked over my shoulders a minute ago and I thought, that is not acceptable. But actually a really funny time here. When John slept here, because it's a really cold building, you won't understand that. I'm quite thankful with these tonight actually, but it's so cold. John used to have a curtain that went across and we were sat in here just talking in the mess room. And I came round through the curtain up, so Lee's sitting here. And I came through the curtain, right? You should have seen him jump. He was...
Honestly,
That would have definitely made the
took my
bloopers
breath
room.
away. It's just that, it literally made that sound.
I do have that feeling of you, though. I do like...
Of course.
So, yeah. So, John, so I suppose when John passed, it was sad. It was really sad to hear.
Yeah.
And, yeah, sort of spoke to Caroline and stuff. And it was really sad to hear. And we wondered whether the activity would stop, because John reported so much of it, you know.
And the thing is, as well, with what was going, he was really invested in it as well.
Yeah.
He kind of treated the things he'd seen and witnessed as kind of almost like family members himself. He would talk to you about the bishop and give him respect and talk about the witch, etc. Little boy and the cats and all that. So it was kind of like all those entities and all those characters that kind of were so close to him. Did they go with him at all?
Yeah, definitely. And he always talks about the incubus, doesn't he, and the succubus. That was always his stories, and he believed that he was tormented by them, didn't he? They wouldn't let him sleep. And
Was it both of them?
I'm not sure.
No, it's just the incubus.
Just the
Yeah,
incubus.
just because
One's male, one's female.
That's
Isn't
the male one.
it was a male one, yeah, incubus.
Was it? And he was strongly believed that he was tormented, wasn't he, by that? But if you speak to Caroline, they're talking about their stories of childhood. And
Do you remember the wardrobe?
Yeah, the wardrobe throwing down the stairs from the attic.
Yeah, and so theirs is it's gone from, like I say, the activity in here is poltergeist of things moving. I sound upstairs again. I know. Poltergeist of things moving to sort of different sounds we've captured. We've had growls, haven't we? We've had cat noises. There's a bit, you know,
A bit of everything.
Remember the ball being thrown in the attic?
Oh, that was Mal. That was
Oh
Damien.
yeah, with the ball being thrown back up.
Oh,
That was
Upstairs.
amazing. That's a real good video. And then we'll start posting some of these. So I think we're going to do sort of either a ram show.
They are on our YouTube channel if you want to head
Mary
over and
posted
have a
a link.
look.
Yeah.
If Mary can post a link to our YouTube, we have got videos from previous events here on there.
But Michelle, who posted that was their video of the ball that came back up the attic, and that was really strange because I sort of would go up there and we'll show them, but you physically could hear the ball just drop once. You physically couldn't have thrown unless you span it. It was odd.
Roger in the room below as well.
Yes,
Rolling.
yeah. Roger was, so really odd. So, but yeah, I suppose we weren't going to talk about activity. We already have, I suppose. But should we do it?
Yeah, when we just stop by areas, we can just kind of cover those bits that we've had.
Should we try a bit of an EVP best if anything comes?
I reckon so, yeah. Why not?
I've done EVP best with mask on before. It's all new.
That was me. Oh, that wasn't me.
That wasn't.
That sounded like furniture moving. That almost. Then.
That was quite heavy.
I'll wait down there. I'm not going to go upstairs. Not really. I'm too scared to stay down on my own. Otherwise, I won't go up there.
We'll go up.
Yeah, I'll go and
You
wait in
can
my
stay with
car.
the cat.
No way, that cat is creepy. It's got like claws and his teeth are still there. For 500 years old.
I probably look that good, 500 years old.
Yeah. You don't look that good now, mate. Mary, top dollar. Well done, Mary. Thank you. So, let's do an EVP there. Should we give it a go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, if there's someone here that would like to talk to us, so I hold in my hand a recorder that will help us hear your voice. We're not here to harm or to hurt you. We're just here to try and make contact. We've heard you a couple of times upstairs. We're coming up in a moment. But we wonder whether John was here with us. So I'm going to ask a series of questions. And if you come closer and talk into this box, we may be able to hear your voice. So can you tell me your name? Tell me the name of this building. Do you feel this building belongs to you? Is John with us? We've just been telling stories about things we've witnessed here and stories that John used to tell us. Are you responsible for any of those? Who's making the banging upstairs? Oh my God, sorry. I'll ask that again. Who's making the banging upstairs? Could you maybe bang twice? I'm going to end the recording now, but could you tell me your name? Well, that was a bang on the press like that.
Yeah.
Mary's just said, was that tapping on the glass?
Yeah, it was,
again?
yeah.
Sounds like it.
So this does tick, so the radiator does tick,
But you
right?
without you can hear it.
Yeah, you can-
Yeah,
we-
it's got a
yeah.
set sort of clicking.
I wonder what the banging upstairs is. So for those that have never been here before, this the building this side above us is out of bounds. So you got the toilet there, haven't you?
Yeah,
And then this is like what they call the hayloft that goes over the kitchen.
Oh yeah, the
upstairs
hayloft
there.
and the like John's loft.
Yeah. So it's out of bounds, but
yeah.
we've heard lots of tapping.
To me, the banging sounded like it's coming that way.
Yeah, yeah.
In that direction.
Yeah, well, before it was over there, but more. It does sound more like that side. You know.
Should we see if we caught it? I know.
Yeah. I'd be shocked if we didn't.
Yeah. We've got enough audio recording up there as well.
Oh yeah.
Of course, yeah, we'd be able to.
Okay, there's someone here who would like to talk to us. So I hold in my hand a recorder that will help us hear your voice. We're not here to harm or to hurt you. We're just here to try and make contact. We've heard you a couple of times upstairs. We're coming up in a moment. But we wonder whether John was here with us. So I'm going to ask a series of questions. If you come closer and talk into this box, we may be able to hear your voice. So can you tell me your name?
There's something on there.
Not sure. Closer and talk into this box, we may be able to hear your voice. No. If you come closer and talk into this box, we may be able to hear your voice. Don't know, okay. Can you tell me your name?
Maybe like two.
Yeah. It's probably not good viewing at home, is it?
No. Maybe when we were playing it back, we do it a little bit closer.
Tell
Then.
me the name of this building. Oh.
See that? Oh, something light just shot across the screen then.
That's a tap on the glass.
What did that, Andy?
Oh, that was the tap on the glass.
You can see as well.
That's tap on the glass. That's the glass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is John with us?
That's the radiator, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm. It definitely that sounds nothing.
We've just been telling stories about things we've witnessed here. Stories that responsible for any of those.
That was directly above us then.
Yeah, sort of hairish.
Who's making the banging upstairs? Oh, I don't really.
Michelle just said that a light particle fell down. Yeah, I literally just see it on the screen.
Is anyone else hearing the bumps at all?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear the banging. We're hearing banging from above us. It didn't really pick up on us.
Donna also saw the light. I've got the laptop set up just here, and I'm watching back what you guys are seeing at home, and we saw it as well.
Yeah, it's odd. That was odd. It was. It sort of fell in front. Who's making the banging upstairs?
Right. But that's not that, because that's that. The cat is making noises. Is it the cat? There's no pipes. There's no heat.
Right,
pipes.
bring them to see the cat. Come, you've got to see this cat, right? We're
Cat
here.
cam.
Right, excuse. I'm going to put my hand.
Yeah,
in front of
excuse
the
Lee's
camera.
hand, but we're going to bring you and show you the cat.
So can I swing this round? Yes, I can. Right.
So this is creepy.
So this is the cat that
We're hearing. It's not acceptable, is it? But we've caught that now 3 or 4 times. The glass, like.
You know what? It doesn't almost sound like that.
I wonder if it was that. I mean, it was that rocking, but it's not, is it? You'd see it.
the only thing.
Go on.
Well, no, I'm trying to think of a logical reason. Is a car going past, maybe making that cabinet rattle. But
Look.
it's quite a sturdy cabinet, and I haven't.
It also doesn't quite sound like that.
No,
It also
just-
sounds like slightly higher, like above where the camera is. That's why when you're looking this. I'm not going to do that.
It's not. Could it be?
Yeah, I've just. That's exactly what I just said.
Mouse. No, we said the same thing.
How about this? This mirror's cracked.
Oh.
That's it.
Wow, it was the flag then.
It's the frame, the picture behind. It's the boat.
Do you know what? Right, it's the boat that's moving.
The boat.
So.
It's where the top of the mast and the flag is touching.
Ben
against the
Taylor's
mast.
put, "Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, all good, mate. Thank you, mate."
Good evening, Ben.
Ash has put like a weird face. A scary cat, isn't it? That's a scary cat. So,
Michelle said, "What is the story behind the cat?"
the story behind the cat, right, is so this cat has been verified by the Stroud Museum that this cat has been confirmed dead before being placed in the building and could be 400 to 500 years old, and it was customary to put a cat inside in the walls to warn off evil spirits.
It's a witchcraft thing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and then also as a good. So people, if it wasn't just the witches side of things, it could also be used as a lucky charm. So actually, it can be used to warn evil spirits away.
The Egyptians did it as
Yeah.
well, didn't they? They mummified cats to kind of protect against evil spirits.
But yeah. So that what else? Yeah. So it also says that they believed that the cat had a sixth sense, and that putting cats in the walls was a blood sacrifice. That animals could use psychic ability to warn off evil spirits, I guess. But yeah, this has been verified to be 400 and 500 years old.
Thank you for watching part 1. Join us again for part 2, where we take a tour of the RAM, talk about what we've caught in past investigations, and also witness some very unusual activity.